Kemi Badenoch, a British politician of Nigerian descent and leader of the UK Conservative Party, has recently been caught up in a verbal tug of war that demands which to prioritize between ethnic loyalty and the candid expression that is typical of a person with integrity. Her recent comments about Nigeria has sparked a heated debate over identity, ethnic loyalty, and integrity, freedom of expression for political leaders, and has caused many to wonder where the balance lies in these issues. Badenoch's critique of Nigeria and her assertion of a Yoruba identity in sharp contrast from the peoples of northern Nigeria has drawn sharp criticism from Nigerian leaders and cultural figures. But the big question remains: should Badenoch, a UK political leader of Nigerian descent, build her political utterances around ethnic loyalty, or is her candor justified? To begin, it's important to reckon with Badenoch's perspective and the weight of her personal experience while in Nigeria. Badenoch's narrative stems from her childhood in Lagos, a city she described as riddled with fear and dysfunction. She recalls how her family suffered under military rule, citing corruption, insecurity, and economic hardship. To her, Nigeria is a case study of systemic failure and a place where personal and collective potential is stifled. Badenoch has openly said, and I quote, "I am not the PR for Nigeria," quote closed, emphasizing that her critiques are not about disloyalty but about truth-telling, challenging the notion of sugarcoating realities to maintain appearances. And so her supporters argue that Badenoch is a product of her environment, and her remarks reflect the frustrations of many Nigerians who live daily under the shadow of misgovernance. And by speaking out, they claim she is holding a mirror to the nation, urging reforms from afar. And as it is in all debates, there are many Nigerians who do not share this view, but let's focus on the prominent amongst them. Nigeria's Vice President Kashim Shettima argues that Badenoch's remarks are disrespectful and divisive. He compares her unfavorably to other diasporan leaders such as Rishi Sunak, who maintain pride in their ancestral roots. Shettima has said, and I quote, "If Kemi Badenoch is not proud to be Nigerian, she can remove the Kemi from her name." This stance resonates with many Nigerians who view ethnic loyalty as non-negotiable. In a similar vein, Femi Fani-Kayode has taken the critique further, accusing Badenoch of peddling divisive rhetoric. He highlights her rejection of a unified Nigerian identity, particularly her comments identifying with the Yorubas while linking northern Nigeria to terrorism. He has also questioned her motives, asking if her disdain stems from personal trauma during her youth. To be clear, the narrative of these criticisms reveal a cultural expectation that no matter how far a person rises, they should honor their heritage. And so for critics, Badenoch's harsh words are not just critiques but constitute an affront to Nigeria's collective pride. But again, Badenoch's defenders, including Yoruba activist Sunday Igboho, applaud her for prioritizing her ethnic identity. Igboho frames Badenoch as a cultural realist, rejecting a simplistic national identity in favor of a deeper connection to her Yoruba roots. He argues that she has done nothing wrong in highlighting corruption and insecurity, as these issues have long hindered Nigeria's progress. And so for Igboho and others, Badenoch's focus on Yoruba identity reflects a broader frustration with Nigeria's unresolved ethnic tensions. To them, her stance is less about division and more about reclaiming a heritage often diluted in the name of national unity. The tension, therefore, in this debate lies between Badenoch's freedom to critique and her responsibility as a leader of Nigerian descent. While she has every right to express her views, critics argue that her public platform comes with a duty to promote unity rather than division. Yet, supporters maintain that loyalty should not come at the expense of honesty. Badenoch's comments have opened a broader discussion about what it means to belong. Should identity be tied to loyalty, or is it shaped by personal experiences and values? For some, Badenoch's words are a call for reforms, but for others, they remain a clear sign of betrayal. Now over to you. Should the public utterances of political figures like Kemi Badenoch be guided by ethnic loyalty, or should she continue to maintain her candor? Feel free to leave your opinions in the comment section below. Ultimately, Badenoch's remarks continues to polarize public opinion. Her story challenges Nigerians to reflect on their identity, their flaws, and their future. Whether one sees her as a bold reformer or a disloyal critic depends largely on their perspective. In the end, this debate is not just about Badenoch. It is about the relationship between diaspora communities and the nations they leave behind. Thanks for watching, and if this is your first time on this channel, make sure to click on the subscribe and notification button for more videos on Nigerian politics and the Nigerian economy.